You gotta run that back.
Wait, I gotta run it back?
You gotta
All
run
right,
it
so
back.
look,
Yeah.
T.O., we live. Look,
Yeah.
I'm Chris. That's 5. That's not Larry June. We big believers of running your own race. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, no matter how many people try to replicate it, they try to
Yeah.
take from it, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be, only you could do what you do the way that you do it, and that's what make you you.
Okay.
There's no other yous. You can't be cloned. All that shit fake. It's not real. What
Okay.
make you you? You put the you in unique. You feel me? And speaking of unique,
you must know that first. Can't nothing and nobody fade what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying?
Chills.
welcome to another episode of In Space. I'm your host, Chris Connor. That's 5 over there. That's Lito over there. Y'all already know who I am. Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. Shout out to Birdsall Law Firm. Shout out to Jägermeister. We just be trying to think of shit. We be trying to think of things that you ain't gonna find nowhere else. So please like, comment, subscribe, write in the notes, whether it's my show, whether it's 5 show, whether it's Lito's show, man. Support good content. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's popular or not, support them and they will support you. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm good. You know what this is? You know what we got right here? We like the corner store. You don't know what you're gonna find at the corner store. Like, but they got everything you need. This is what this is. You got it. You can get a t-shirt, you can cash a check, you can get a bottle of liquor. Matter of fact, you can get some bleach to wash your clothes. You can do whatever at the corner store. Matter of fact, they even got lunch plates in the back. Whatever you need.
And we got it for cheap. We got it for cheap, 5.
For the low. For the low.
So speaking of we got it for cheap. This is a show, or even though that's a mixtape series, shout out to Clips. This is a show as the Pelican season is almost over. We want to talk music. We all are heavy music lovers here, heavy rap connoisseurs, and we want to find the best comparison rap album wise that describes the New Orleans Pelicans season as we currently sit. It could change, but we talking about right now as they currently sit. What is their record? What are they? 37-26 off the top?
Yeah, 37-25.
See, all right. So we right there. When they play again? Yeah, Friday.
Tomorrow.
All right, 37-25. So this is just on where they at right now. As far as I know, 5 got his album, Lito got his, and I got mine. I'm gonna start with my album that best describes this season to me. And everybody in the comments, I want y'all to let us know what rap album do you think best describes New Orleans Pelican season. For me, it's a Kanye West album. Anybody want to take a guess?
Not Graduation. Not Late Registration. Man.
My dark. Whoa. My dark. Yep. My dark. Yep.
A beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
That's because, man, every week my feelings and my thoughts either evolve or change about this damn Pelicans team and season. But you are currently in a situation where I feel like I could say confidently they not gonna be in the play-in. But that's the thing about a dark, twisted, beautiful fantasy that is not promised. You never know. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's
motherfucker good.
That's what that is. It's every single thing. It's beautiful in some ways. It's twisted. It's dark. That's what this season has been. And it's also a fucking fantasy because I still got shit that when this season is over, I feel like needs to be addressed. And I'm gonna have to come back to reality. But that's why I'm at with it. That's my pick. It's all happening in about 10, 15 minutes. I ain't coming to the show with my album. I just thought about it. We was chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? This art, baby. You can only find it here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Run that shit up, man.
Hey, man. The reason I'm over here got the Birdman hand rub going. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bar for bar, I'm with you. I'm with you. Who I got right now?
Who you got?
It's a trifecta. All right. It's a 3-man weave. You know what I'm saying? This group, in my opinion, was legendary. You know, they may not be together anymore, but they were legendary when it was on their run. You know who it is? It's the Migos.
Ooh.
No Label 2.
Okay.
All right. Let me speak.
That's Quavo. That's how I was on the. I mean, take off on the cover.
That's the trifecta.
Okay.
On the cover. Now listen. Now most people be like, why would you pick No Label? That makes no sense. See, you don't know Baby D like I know Baby D.
Come on.
This is raw, untapped potential. But what we saw was a cohesive, at times, unit. They don't have a label. And sometimes, in my opinion, they don't have direction. But they make it work. They make it work. They got a 3-headed monster on any given night that can lead the charge. You don't know who's leading the charge after. Go through this album. You don't know who's gonna be the man on each song.
Come on.
But everybody got a role to play. And they transition and they run in the weave. I told you, Chris. Bar for bar. This might be it.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold up. So wait, I mean, I gotta ask now. Who's Zion, who's CJ, and who's BI between?
Hey, let the comments. Let them tell us who's who. Who's who? Tell us in the comments. Because that changes from night. From night to night, it changes. Night to night, it changes.
Rest in peace, Takeoff, man.
Rest in peace to my dog, man.
Lito,
best rapper out of that group. Anybody was
facts.
That was. Wait, what was that?
The best rapper out of that group.
Say, brother, yesterday, the Sunday, I was in the gym. I was running, and I had a random thought because I can't think of the name of the song. Mama told me not to sell work.
17.
Young nigga popping, gotta pop, bro. I swear to God, I put the whole gym on my back. Like I was in that bitch, like dog. This nigga Takeoff was so fucking cold, and I'm never gonna get that again. Culture 3 slept on too. By the way. All right, it's on me.
It is.
All right, man. So look, it's crazy. Obviously, y'all know like nothing was written, nothing was prepared. Like just got my album 2 seconds before the show started. But man, look, y'all know where we at. You know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring it, right? So for me, this Pelicans team this season, I'm not even gonna take it. I'm not even gonna bring the situation to where they came from. I'm gonna bring you where they going to.
Okay.
Right? All right. So for me, my album, before I tell you the name of it, I'm gonna tell you how it started.
All
right. Boom, beat drop. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My dog come on that bitch and say this. I don't mean to mute you, Playboy, but I got rims bigger than your future. Me and Diamonds go together like Jerry and Curl. Ain't that the word?
Talk it.
My dog come back. My other dog, Chris, dog, my other dog, he came back, dog. And let me tell you what he said. Rolex is on both wrists. Earrings cost 20 to 30 G's. I'm about to put platinum eyebrows on the young lady of the night. I might put diamonds in my little ass toes. Tell my dog start the album. Come on, I'm ready.
So we know. So I mean, so we know what group this is. Tell the people what album it is.
The album, dog. The album is How You Love That, Volume 2. And I could explain why, right? But before I
Tell 'em.
explain why, I gotta give you some more examples. Cause like nobody ever gonna be able to steal this how I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can only say I'm gonna say how I can say it, and you can't regurgitate that. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Your shit, you know what I'm saying? It don't really, it ain't even important, dog. So check this out. On that intro right there, that was Najee and Jose against the Heat.
1998,
right?
by the way.
1998. On this album, you're gonna find some comedy, you're gonna find some seriousness, and you're gonna find a lot of balling. And well, again, the past is dead. You know, when you meet a girl, you be like, man, she this, she this, she that. Her past got nothing to do with me. Where we going though? Where we on the way to? You know what I'm saying? You want to get in here? It's safe over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I say that, right, I'm talking about what the Pels are doing. I'm talking about it's been a lot of balling on the court. And the crazy part is the album, it got a lot of balling too.
Yeah.
The album got a song called Big Ballin'. And if we keep it 1,000, the last 3 weeks, that's what the Pels been doing. I don't really care if they beat a bad team. Motherfuckers got the wins, man. You got the W's. That's important, right? This summer, specifically, this summer right here, they got a dude on the team named B.I.
What he got?
He trying to get a millionaire's dream. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. And cashing checks is just as sweet as the music on the album. Check this out. They got a song on there, and this is all I got for you. They got a song on there called Suge and Pop and Puffin' Big. Right? So in this situation, Suge, that's JV. You ain't stepping to that man. Let's keep it a bean. You ain't stepping to that man. Say whatever you want about him. You not stepping to that man. Right?
Nope.
Just like Suge, Jonas will pull up with a red bandana. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Baby said, we got the game on our level. You did? Mm-hmm. In this situation, I'm gonna equate B.I. to Pac. That last game, dog. Well, B.I. was going not this game, but the prior game. I can't remember who they played. Toronto? No, not Toronto. Indy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at B.I. go crazy in the first half, and you know what I said?
What'd you say?
This nigga running around like Tupac.
Say that then.
Man, Slim had a bandana in his pocket. I said, oh yeah, for sure. In this situation, I'm gonna exclude Puff because Puff got some wild shit going on, and I don't really want to compare another person to him. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, but in the last scenario of Big, you know who listened to Ready Die at 21, which is crazy. I don't know why that man so old. But
the story of his life, by the way.
The story of his life. Ooh. So if I'm equating it to that, you know, I think Zion with the Dickie fit and some Tim's on, right? Notorious.
No.
So that's my album, man. How You Love That, Volume 2.
Oh.
1 time for the one-timers, 3 times for the third one.
I mean, so we all named our albums. Once again, people in the comments, I want all of y'all to tell us, you know, what y'all think. While we here,
hold on.
Do y'all have? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, just Lito's naming songs. I was gonna let y'all know that there was a song on the album called "Freak No More" on No Label 2. Y'all can go and decipher that if you want.
Hey, you about to make me go back and listen to No Label 2.
Oh yeah. Man, that, I remember off the top. That's what 2012.
Yeah,
2014, I think.
It's in that. It's in that range. It's in that
same
range.
year. It's the same year though. It's the same year actually.
Yeah, man.
Well, they all. Matter of fact, this say 2014 on here, but you know, it was a mixtape. They probably were dropping by the time you got it, but that whole time was a blur.
Hey yo, no, it truly was. Like it really, really, truly was. I remember being in Atlanta. Say, dog, I'm gonna give you the Migos they flowers, and I literally have to say something else. It's so crazy how Takeoff was in jail and Quavo and Offset like held that shit down the whole time. Like they made sure to kept dog name ringing. If you didn't know who Offset was, like they was gonna make sure you knew who Offset was. And I appreciated how them dudes they moved from fighting Joe Budden on complex shit. It's like, hey yo, dog, if it's on you, I'm with it too. Like you gotta just appreciate that type of movement because everybody don't move like that. Like me and Five had a situation where we was not that one, not that one. The one we was going to the UN. Yeah, not that one. We can't talk about that one. The one where we was going to the UNC game. And man, they had some UNC fans in there going crazy. And Five had a Duke shirt on, right? So they talk, they like they ain't gonna say they were talking crazy. They drunk, and it was it was feeling themselves. Mind you, I'm a Carolina fan, but I'm with my dog. So if they talk, Five was like, man, he looking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's your move? Go with it. I'm right. I'm here. I got a UNC shirt on too, but I came with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to say this before I forget. I was about to say I was in Atlanta when the Migos came out, and I was, but I never forget being in Atlanta when the first time Tony Montana got played on the radio. I hated that shit, dog. The first time I heard it, I hated it. I didn't understand it. It's three people in rap that made me go back and change how I listen to music because I realized that I wasn't where I needed to be in the spirit. I had a homegirl who worked at Magic City, right? I had a homegirl that worked at Magic City. She brought me Jeezy Come Shop with me. I threw that shit out of my car. It was when you had CD players in the whip. That shit out of here. I don't want to hear no more. She was like, you listening wrong. But again, she working it in that environment. She working, dog, she hit me, she told me that. She said, you listening wrong. But she working in that environment. She's seeing Jesus. She's seeing BMF. So after Katrina, she took me to Magic City. When I tell you, BMF was in there at the time too. Jeezy and them the boys had sections, all the shit that was happening, which has made me such a Jeezy fan. I seen it. I went back and I listened to Come Shop With Me. And at the time, TM101 was out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, she was right, bro. I was listening wrong. I had the wrong ears. So it's three niggas that made me change my musical ear for them. Jeezy, Baby, and Future. Because when I listened to Tony Montana for the first time, I was in Compound, right? But it wasn't a
beautiful club. Beautiful club. Oh my God. Club. Bro, I was so amazed. Bro. I was like, what the fuck? Why haven't I seen anything like this? First time I ever had Duce in
I thought that was going completely left.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
First time I ever had. Look though. Compound is completely. We about to go on a whole different conversation with Compound and Dream. Dream in Miami are two of the most the best looking clubs I've ever been to. Like they up there, and I don't even go. I don't even go to club like that. Now you was out there during the BMF era, so you got a whole different situation and story. But that's crazy you say that because I think Future changed shit for everybody. I think for me it's probably a little different. It's probably T.I. It's probably T.I., Kodak, and Thug. They made me sit down and reevaluate everything that I thought I knew about rap. Everything that I thought mattered about rap.
All right. I was a T.I. fan, so I think that's by default, but it's really one person for me that made me rethink how I thought about rap. It's Currency.
Yeah.
Because I was so enamored with it gotta be on this regular pattern. And when I first heard it, I couldn't grasp the concept. I was like, there's bars in here, but I can't understand them. It's like, do I have to smoke weed to understand it? I thought there was some secret passageway to understand. It's for me, it was like drinking beer. At first, when you first start drinking it, it's like you don't like it. It's almost like an acquired taste. That's what Currency was. And when I finally caught what he was, putting down, Pause. I was like, all right, this makes so much sense. Matter of fact, he rapping a lot better than most people that I'm thinking is really good rappers.
Yeah.
So,
yo, listen. The thing with Jeezy is this for me, right? Everybody who know me, like if you know me, you know I like bars. Like you got to rap for me to be like actually impressed, right? Like me and Chris, we was talking about the Raleigh Rodriguez shit. It's crazy because that's literally me liking Jeezy was going against my religion. It was against everything I stood for. That shit was so simple. It was so fucking basic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't have no complexity to it. And that's really what you gotta have to hold me as a listener. And nigga, I'm in Magic City one day and I fucking heard patty cake, microwave. And I said to myself, this the coldest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. This shit is amazing, nigga. Don't tell me nothing else. That shit blew my mind.
I'm gonna have to egg. Go ahead, Chris. My bad.
No. I want you to finish your point. I'm thinking about like it's probably an unlimited amount of rappers I could think about that changed the way I thought about rap. Like Dom Kennedy is my currency. Five.
Yep.
Because I ain't get it.
Yeah.
I ain't get it, bro. I didn't get it until I got it. I'm like, damn, this nigga cold.
Cold. You know, it's crazy. I think music has a lot, like it's like one of those things that bring you to a specific point in life. It's almost like a timestamp. I can tell you what I was wearing the day I heard Dom Kennedy first. Like I was with a young lady. She was like 2 years older than me, so it felt like I was like her juvie at the time. I was like, dang, like this is wild. And she like, I think you'll like this. Played it, and I was like, who the fuck is this? But another person I didn't even bring up is Kendrick. And like the first time I heard Section 80, I didn't like. I always like to listen to things later than everybody else, just so I wouldn't be influenced by their opinions. Almost like when Game of Thrones first came out, and everybody was watching them like every night, and then going on Twitter and talking about it. I had no conception about what the characters were because I didn't watch. So you could spoil it for me, but in 3 to 4 months, like I wouldn't remember your tweet. I'm gonna forget it.
For sure.
So that's kind of how I saw music too. Like I wouldn't pay attention to what you said about it because I won't listen to it until after the fact. And then when I listened to Section 8, I was like, oh, all right, well, this kind of makes sense. After like the third or fourth time, I was like, oh shit, no. This motherfucker cold.
That motherfucker cold. Like, boy, I remember hearing Section 80. I remember, matter of fact, what made me a Kendrick fan, honestly, dog, was the dedicated, I think it was the second one, with, man, it's this guy who talking in the intro of it. His name is Liam something. But anyways, so the dude is talking about what makes him want to live the whole time, right? So they asking him a question, and that boy said, he was like, what makes me want to live? He was like, water. He said, cigarettes. And he was like, music. He said, music. He said, and it followed it up by saying this, I'm a very dark person. I thought about ending it a million times. Couple weeks, literally after he recorded that shit, he ended himself. Kendrick used that as the intro and followed that up by like some of the most phenomenal rapping I ever heard. They got, what this nigga said, 81 niggas strapped in the hood like a clone Kobe Bryant. Like it was just the ways he was just like, he said, you can't, bro, this shit was so simple, but it was like, wow, you can't act like no bitch. That only got Tyler Perry famous. And it's like, what is happening?
But you know what that is though? You was listening to a future GOAT that like knew he was gonna be. That's like people that say like when they was watching Kobe, like 18-year-old Kobe, and knew like Jerry West watching him work out and whoop Michael Cooper's ass, and knew that he was gonna be one of the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not understand it listening to Jerry West say it, but that's Jerry West, and he physically got to feel with that, like he got to feel the energy of that moment and say, I don't know what, but this motherfucker different. I changed my whole team around this 18-year-old, and that gotta be what listening to fucking K-Dot is, who ain't even made, like you talk about Section 80, we ain't even got to
Good
you know
Kid,
what I'm
Mad
saying?
City.
Good Kid, Mad City. We got so far to go. But Section 80, niggas is like, I don't know what's going on here, but I know this nigga different. He gonna be here forever. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, like rapping from the opinion, the point of view of a prostitute, like who got killed. Like, how do you even think about this, bro? Like, rigor mortis. Like,
Crazy.
bro. So hold on, but look, I want to mention. Five talked about Don Kennedy. So, dog, I was in LA in 2012. I was listening to that shit when it came out, right? Now this happened to be the summer. I'm in LA in North Hollywood. I'm blasting Gold Out Penis. Being with me, right? So if anybody don't verify the story, how that being, because we going down North Hollywood. I'm blasting Gold Out Penis. Who do I pull up on? Dom Kennedy Yellow album signing, bro. The niggas in LA at the time wasn't even fucking with it. They ain't know what they was listening to. They ain't know what was going on. Me and Bean was, because dog, when I get music that I like, I know everybody with it. Like I'm gonna make you know about it. Like I'm go send you this, you go be, because I be enamored with that shit. Like I gotta talk about it, right? But it's Bean was there. They wasn't even doing shit. Like we couldn't. We ended up getting in, but like we couldn't. The album tag sold out because I was trying to get him to sign it. But yeah, man, I talked to him and I was like, bro, this shit. Like I told him initially, I ain't like Down, but the Yellow album changed everything. Like I like musically, and nigga, once I appreciate something, I just got to give it props.
It's crazy, bro. You know, I also wonder like how much of that is just like, you know, culture based, because there was never a moment where I didn't understand Master P. You know what I'm saying? There was never a moment.
Yeah.
There was never a moment where
You're right, Chris. That's a good point.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There was never a moment. The first time I heard UGK, I can't explain it to you. Like when I heard 3-6, like I'm a fan. When like even after that, Plies, bro. Like I was listening to I Got Plenty Money the other day.
That shit
like
cold.
Just,
that shit cold.
Like I can't explain it to you, but I was there, bro. Like Young Buck, I never.
Classic.
Like, these are phenomenal rappers, bro.
Classic.
These ain't phenomenal rappers, but I never questioned it.
Say 5. I know. Look, can I just want to say this one point. Wait, what that was?
My bad. That was. Please excuse my hands, but I was just thinking like, dog, Plies, bro. Like,
he cold. Elite Plies cold,
bro. Like he's not talked about enough. Like he's a hit maker, easily, and I don't know, dog. I don't know. I like the nigga, man. I mean, he not like the best lyricist. Nah, I wouldn't say that, but he say some shit, and he has this ability to communicate a message to you. Nah, man, I don't think he get enough props.
Hey,
man.
that Real Testament, Testament, we could talk about it. That shit was platinum everywhere. I don't give a say. You know the thing that made me change. Again, my homegirl told me I wasn't listening right. And at the time, I was a music snob. What I realized is I had to start taking the handcuffs off shit. 5, you know how you be like, you hate Point Zion?
Yeah.
I had to literally just separate the music and be like, it don't matter if that nigga ain't a lyricist. Is his music good? Like, is he, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I changed my whole mindset to that, I got to appreciate 2 Chainz. Now, I think Chainz could rap, but I'm saying his introduction to me, I probably wouldn't have like went with it. I Got Plenty. What that song is, Ride Around, I'm get like, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. I probably wouldn't have listened to it, but it's like, you get to appreciate people like Plies. You get to appreciate like, I mean, it's a whole bunch of guys, dog.
Kodak. Like I even put Kodak in that category.
That's another one. 5. I never had that period where like the first time I heard No Flocking, none of my homies that were out by me knew what the fuck who Kodak was, but I knew it was a hit. I fucking knew it, bro. to the point. I'm out at a club celebrating a party. I had never heard Cardi B rap. Never heard her rap. I'm sitting, we out at a club, and Bodak Yellow come on.
Ooh.
And I'm listening. I'm like, I never heard it before. I'm like, is this no fly?
Yeah.
I'm the only person. Everybody else had already heard it. So they know the lyrics, and I'm the only nigga in the club. Like, is this no flocking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, so that's why I wonder, because T.I. was the only person, which is weird because he became one of my favorite rappers. He probably in my top 5. But he was the only person that it took me a little bit. It took me a while. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? But now I look back, and he didn't say shit on that damn, what's the song with Bone Crusher? I ain't never said, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't say shit on the remix, man. But look here, dog. If I'm somewhere in the motherfucker say I'm from Bacon, nigga, I take your cookies.
Come on. So don't make it a me and you situation.
That shit, bro. That shit cold to me. I'm like, nigga, he going crazy,
bro.
That's it, man.
Dog.
Shit, man.
I remember. I think like that's what Chris, you said something about, like, you know, the blogger and taking you, you know, like, you knew when you listen to Trick Daddy, when you listen to Plies, when you listen to whoever, right? Like, you already knew what was up. Listen to UGK. I think that's the problem with music currently. The problem is that none of the guys, they don't take you where they from no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't welcome me into your hood no more. Like I listen to, that's bringing more recent, I was about to say NWA, but I listened to The Game, and I really found out what gangbang, like, that shit was like. Then you got YG coming right after, right? Like, you invited me, you ingratiated me into your culture. That's something you don't get every day. The problem now is everybody from everywhere. It's the internet and it's streaming fault. Like, nobody don't sound. Why does Designer sound like a nigga in Atlanta?
It's ASAP fault, bro. ASAP Rocky's fault, bro. It's his fault. 100% it's his fault, bro.
That UGK shit, dog. Like, dog. Took me a long time to really respect him.
That nigga from New York, bro.
I know. I was like, bro, how did you even get influenced? Like, you can't, to that point, you can't be upset about who somebody influenced by.
You can't.
Like that, but there has to be some kind of separation of, like, all right, nigga, you might like this. Because nigga, it's like, what's the nigga that's in jail? Young Thug, right? You listen to Young Thug rap early on, it's 1,000% Wayne. It's 1,000% Wayne. And it just got to a point where, like, it left. Like, now he has his own sound.
Yeah.
Like, there, like ASAP was super young, so maybe that was just something that influenced him. I don't think he sounds like that anymore. But you can't be. I can't be upset about somebody seeing something that they like from across the fucking country and implement it in themselves. Like, I can't be mad.
My problem with the whole situation was you was just kind of like, well, who is that? Who are those people? You can't do that. You can't do that.
Look, he said that.
He said he wasn't familiar with their music. You can't do that.
He got offended. He got offended when people were asking him if he was copying this or copying that. I mean, and I say this, it's kind of like it all kind of meshes together, because it's what when 3 Stacks got on that stage and said the South got something to say.
Yep.
ASAP Rocky is who he was. Is like ASAP Rocky's story is probably one of the things he wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the things. Like, it's like y'all not listening. Like if I knew Lil Wayne was the best rapper in 2003, or if I knew he was the best rapper in 2002, and it took you to 2008 to get here, it's a problem. So I understand what. I am grateful, Five, that you have that, but now it feel like, well, you still gotta have some kind of identity. Well, yeah, you still gotta have some kind of identity that's that's where you from, because all the people he brought with him are New York as hell, bro. Ferg, it don't get much more New York than Ferg, bro. None of them. Yeah,
I'm on a new level.
they all, you know what I'm saying? So that I don't want to blame him solely, but I think that's when shit really like started to change. And I agree with you, like Lito, you still need that, like what's bro from Texas, big extra plug. You need people making songs about like where they from. You need them to where like it's no question that nigga's from Texas and he gonna talk his shit.
That nigga go. He go.
He is cold. You know what I'm saying? Like you still need that, and you need people like enjoying that, giving that praise the same way they would a designer who sounded like he from Atlanta,
man.
He from the heart of New York.
I couldn't respect that. You can't make a song that sound like Hendrix. You can't do that. And then again, they ask you a question, right? Is you influenced by him? Nah. Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what I ain't know that part. Yeah,
what do you mean?
Just say yeah, like
it's okay, bro. It's okay. See, but that's where not even just music, but society fucked up. Why you just can't get that man his flowers? Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have embraced you. He'd have put you under his wing. You know what I'm saying? But like you go to all time. See, people think disrespect is the form of like respect you should initiate first. And like it don't go like that, son. If you was just 100 with a person and disrespectful, like they'll probably kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
But I mean, like that matters, bro. Like the first time you heard Meek Mill, you knew where he was from. It wasn't a question in the world that he was from Philly. You heard it like you do. We do in music, especially if you want to build like real long lasting cores and something that people can relate or compare to something else that they've heard. You need to know. I need Big Boy and 3 Stacks walking around their first jersey in Braves. I mean, walking around in their first video in Braves jerseys, bro. That has to be present. I need to know that such and such is from Cali. I need to know Kodak from Florida. He a Florida boy. That can't go away.
You know what? You know what I'm starting to think about? I think at that time, like New York was just almost willing to sell its soul to find somebody. Because all right, like the era of Jay-Z, Nas had surpassed. You had Cameron and them like right after. Like who was there? So you almost like you couldn't sound like New York and get a deal. Like there was no, there still is no sound in New York. I mean, drill music, but I think didn't that come from somewhere else?
That's from the Chi. That's from Chicago.
So like, right, it's just like they're just stealing until they figure out a new sound. Like I like cats from. Go ahead, Lito.
Hey, I just want to. When New York rappers was calling Southern niggas lame and then jacking they slang, like we ain't get this documented.
Electronica.
Yeah.
Well, that Ebro say 5. Ebro say that's 50 fault.
It is 50
he
fault.
said because 50 during the time when New York probably had the most amount of. It was that pocket where 50 was going at everybody. And whether it was Ja, whether it was Jada, like he had beefs with every single Joe, anybody you could think of in New York because of something that had nothing to do with some of these individuals, but they had to be involved. That, I mean, I don't know 100%. I think that's something that maybe someone from New York would know, but I do find that interesting that like, because of that, it feels like people.
1,000%.
We maybe miss some really good music, right? Like we missed appreciating music.
That was 50 fault. It was 50 fault. 50 he destroyed. I was bootlegging Get Rich or Die Trying in high school, so I was familiar with the situation. Shout out to the Wi-Fi and Kazaa. I really remember when 50 was running wild. Dog, 50 might have had the greatest run in music history, son. If you literally think about what happened, where he came from, and like the fucking utter domination on the industry when he decided this is what I'm gonna do. And the crazy thing about Get Rich or Die Trying is the second album sonically and skillfully is way better, but nobody really fucked with it. But like you could tell as a professional rapper, he was growing. He was growing into the role. He had a song called Baltimore Love Thing from the perspective of the drug to a junkie. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's you know how we started this before the show we started, and we was like, but niggas get mad when you try to change and you try to I get mad. Bro, I'm so mad at Big Crit. I just want Big Crit was here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't whatever that new stuff. I just don't like it. So, but it's my fault. I'm a bad person.
You know what's crazy? I was having this conversation the other day, and I was listening to what's the name of this song? Oh my god, My Sub, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you can't listen to it on Apple Music because Crit had to remaster it, right? And like the intricacies of the song are no longer there because he couldn't get him cleared. So I had to go to like fucking SoundCloud just to listen to the fucking mixtape.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, God, this was amazing. Like I could tell you where I was. I could tell you what was in my. I tried to put 12s in a fucking Pontiac GT Coupe.
Ooh,
like
that's the one too.
Yeah, and that shit was rattling. Like it sounded like rattlesnakes were on my tail. That's what it sounded like. And I was pulling up the AT&T, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Crit
Yeah.
was going on. Like I couldn't turn the shit off. But that's the problem, bro. Like we don't get enough of those anymore. We don't get enough of albums that actually make you sit down and like, damn, how the fuck did he create this?
It's microwavable. Everything is microwavable. Everything is in an instant and I need it now. Crit is an example of a rapper who did himself a disservice by signing a record deal. There was no reason for him to, because you don't get the best version of Crit on a record deal. Samples, it's clearances, it's agents, and you know what I'm saying? Like if he set forth on a path that he was on, and I ain't trying to give Dame Dash credit, but he had Dame, had Currency, Wiz, Crit, I can't think, Kush guy. He had all these people in one, and he was, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where the business got fucked up, and I ain't blaming nobody because you should do the best business for you. But I'm not even saying Chris should have fuck with Dame. I'm saying just stay independent, dog. Because man,
look, the worst thing what that I've learned, the worst thing you could do, I learned this from Wale and I learned this from Big Crit, is to sign to a major and be upset that you own this major. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Crit was signed and Crit was rapping, and it was a masterful song, but he was, you know, now they want to hear country nigga rap. 5 albums in, I swear, country niggas. But
what they wanted.
But I mean, but he talking to, like, he not just talking to the fan base, he talking to labels. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that entire song is like, well, nigga, why you signed him? The reason I know about you is from a mixtape. I was cool with that, and the mixtape after that, and then like, you know what I'm saying? And Wale is like the same, like another cautionary tale of that. Like, bro, you did so much through mixtape lanes. You did so much through, you know what I'm saying? Just different ways of traveling through the blog era. Like I mentioned, you didn't need that backing, but you wanted it. You wanted it so bad until you had it. Now,
you know what that is?
Nobody cares that Wale drops the album.
You know, I care. But listen, you know what that is? It's the Grammy. That's what it is. You don't need that shit. You need a motherfucker who don't know you, that can't walk in your shoes, who don't understand your complicated rhyme scheme to give you an award for how good your music is. What the fuck does he know?
That's funny.
Because they still gonna give it to fucking Macklemore anyway. Like, I think it's two sides to the coin, bro. I think some of these dudes go through life like, yeah, I want a deal. Like that's the goal, is to get a deal. Until you finally get a deal and realize, hey, this isn't the deal that I want. Like, I'm not even making any money. Vince Staples talked about this like recently. Like, bro, I was signed, but I almost had to give pretty much all the money away. I didn't make anything. But you look at a guy like Currency that just stayed independent. I'm pretty sure he had some hard times where he didn't have like flush cash to do X, Y, and Z, but it worked out for him. Like, right? Like it's two-sided. Like Currency ain't this world-renowned rapper at this point. No, I wouldn't say that. But probably for him, it's like he doing well for himself. It just depends on what your goals are, right?
See, that's the key to life. We ain't all running the same race. Like I tell people all the time, if I was rapping, bro, like being Hove seems like a nightmare to me. Like I don't want motherfuckers around me all the time. Like I can't go shopping with my girl. I can't go buy my baby some shoes on the low. I said this multiple times. Currency lives the best life of any rapper I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, to be happy, to be
and
bro,
free.
happy and free. Like I don't know nobody, and now I'm on my own label. I'm like, bro, look, me. It's funny because every time I'm around this dude, I think about this. We was in the House of Blues, bro. He had just left Young Money, and we was at a party in the House of Blues. And everybody, you know how it be when some shit going on with you, the elephant in the room shit. Everybody looking at you, but they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna talk to you. They ain't gonna bring it up. We at the bar. Spitter don't even drink. He don't drink, but he at the bar, right? And I'm at the bar. Boy told me, man, whatever going on, whatever you got, just keep going. I don't know this man. He just literally like, hey, bro, just man, whatever you doing, bro, just keep doing that shit. It's gonna make it happen. Honestly, he probably was talking about himself, but he just needed somebody to, you know what I'm saying, get it out to at that time, and I just happened to be standing right there. I seen him at the Pels game, and I joked about that shit, but it's crazy. Like, dog, if you stay true to yourself, you gonna get everything you deserve.
Yeah.
So that's where we gonna end the show. This is what I learned. Stay true to yourself. Whatever you got going on, keep doing it. Run your own race. Stay unique. And it really don't matter at the end of the day because they just gonna give it to Malcolm. Until next time, we out.